We couldn't fit the pod in. And about her pants, I just thought she was trying to do her impression of some of the criminals on patrol live that are getting caught by the police officers.
Yeah, nobody has pants that stay up, do they?
Welcome to our podcast. It is Flippin' Rene'nay. Today's October 7th. That would be a Tuesday, where we always start sometime on Tuesday. We try to start as close to 6 p.m. Central as possible. That would be 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time. We're starting a few minutes late. I'm not really sure why.
Because you had to go to the bathroom.
I had to.
Well, did you almost step in a pile of it like that?
Just walk away, Renee.
Yeah, look what I've had to do. I've had to shut my phone way down. But we're waiting on some exciting news.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I just turned my ringer off, so in case you want to call me, can't hear it.
I don't have my ringer off because I handle the business portion.
Right.
And we got some big stuff coming down the pike. We hope. You never know.
My ear was itchy. Oh my God. Do you see where you are? Can you see where you are?
Yeah. Well, whose problem is that?
Everybody watching. It's not my problem.
Well, there I am, but I'm right in the middle. Oh, now see, then I got to scooch up here. A slow connection. No kidding.
So anyway, let's see. I know we discussed a little bit about our last road trip. Actually, a fair amount about our last road trip, I think. Didn't we?
Yeah. I think we beat that half to death.
It was a good trip. I mean, it was a good trip. Lots of fun things happened.
We had a lot of fun. We actually did. I got to tell you, I've traveled with a lot of people.
That's true.
Through the years.
I have not.
We did 5,700 miles in 18 days. We performed in 4 states. And when I say we, I mean, he did, and I sort of sat around and went, wow, I'm glad I'm not working.
Oh, that's Rene'nay handled, first of all, got all the bookings, handled all the business, dealt with all the venues, coordinated with the sound and lights people. All I had to do was show up with the crystal ball and wave it around a little bit. That was my job.
Well, that's sweet. But he did all the driving. He also did all the prep, because I told him before I started this, I go, I don't want to be a travel agent. So you're on your own if I book you anything. That was before managing the career. That was before moving to Lafayette. That was before us becoming business partners. I was just going to book you a few gigs.
True.
And I said,
but you got carried away.
Well, did I get carried away, or were you just too charming? Boy, did you just get uncomfortable.
I sidestepped that whole conversation.
I know. You know what? I was surprised you didn't jump in and do what you normally do when you get uncomfortable.
I'm trying not to fly the finger.
No, I wasn't talking about flying the finger. Mm-hmm. I was talking about, hey, it's time for the countdown.
No, let's see. I don't even think we can do the countdown. Let's see. No, it's not available.
It's not available. Wow. I think you got too charming. Let's just say that. No, actually, sometimes what people don't know, I guess, about me more than anything is I'm a lot more spiritual than people know. And I believe that you and I met up at the right time for each of us. You needed somebody to handle the marketing part of your career, and I needed somebody's life to run. because my kids were sick and tired of it.
Well, I hadn't been married since 2018, so I was well on my way to independence. So guess what? Countdown.
Mom's hair every Saturday.
We're back.
We're back. I was talking to my Facebook peeps. Hi, peeps.
So we're recording 3 different ways. We've got here, which is YouTube, there, which is Facebook,
which is a 5-yard penalty according to the hand signals you're using,
and up there is everything else.
Half the distance to the goal. You did look like a referee.
Choking the quarterback. That's a 15-yard penalty.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
Choking the quarterback.
Okay. Somebody went way wrong on that. But anyway, I was telling you, my friends from home are on. Becky Thompson Waits, who is one of the friends of the podcast. If you guys remember a few podcasts back, we talked about Becky because she's from my hometown of Wilmington, Ohio, and she gets book bags put together every year for the kids so that each kid has school supplies that they need. And she does it at her own expense.
Her name plus what she does is filled with alliteration.
Becky the book bag babe?
Yes. I would say book bag Becky.
You were going to try to say it.
That's a tongue twister.
But we're glad to see you. And my friend Deanne Dennehy.
Why is it that I am interrupting him. Book bag Becky. So why is it that I framed us like equally? And then if you were to look up there, I framed us equally. And they're like, this is all you. And I have to kind of sneak in if all right.
Who set up the thing? Well, what?
I know it makes no sense if you're not watching where we are, but look at that. Now I'm gonna have to sit up because I'm gonna look fat this way. All right.
Okay, so is the bitching done for tonight?
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Hey. I don't know who, but we got a viewer on Yard Stream on Yard Sale.
It's probably my child.
I don't know. Anyway, so the book bag, Becky. Back to where you were.
And you want me to take a call that will get you a gig during this? Do you think I'm going to leave you alone? See, this is why we can't have nice things, because 2 seconds away from you. And it's like I got to go through retraining you again.
But at least you framed that well. Now we're both in frame. See? I didn't want to have to do I felt like George from
You mean like the way I felt for the last 22 weeks? I've been outside. You made me go outside. You don't lift my chair up.
I don't want to say that was the L word, but that was at least the F word. That was a bit of a fib. I never asked you to go outside.
I know. You actually begged me to come inside. But here's why he wanted me to come inside. Don't think he's such a sweetheart. He'd like to shove that story around. Look, I like this. I can do my hair after the podcast starts.
It's Daddy-o.
Daddy-o. Hey, I just wanted you to know that I went ahead and posted Pacific time on all of our notices just for you, because I'm so glad that you come in and watch us every week. So I did Pacific time.
Even though she complained that I kept adding Pacific time. She said there's no reason for it. But just to get back, I've never asked Rene'nay to go outside because, quite frankly, I enjoy her company. And if you look right here, right there, this white thing, that looks like we're on a split screen anyway. See right there?
You know what's funny?
That looks like a split screen.
I live here, and I thought we were in a split screen.
All right. I better.
We own a production company. Aren't you feeling secure right about now?
I better stop lacing your food with hallucinogens.
Oh, please, God. Lace away. Lace away. But anyway, we did have a great time. You were great to travel with. A lot of fun. We had Storm. And actually, Flip and I are getting ready to do a couple of videos about traveling with the dog.
It's not hard. It's a little bit more cumbersome, and it takes a little bit more work. And
it's a little bit of planning.
Yeah, I would say absolutely planning. If your dog is not good in the car or not good in a hotel or some other place away from home, obviously it's going to be more of a challenge. We got very lucky. Storm, the Road Comics adventure dog, she sort of had trial by fire. The first time she was ever in a car for a trip, I had to take her from Louisiana to Arizona. So she, her first car trip with me was 20 hours. And the first 10, she spent pacing. Like she really didn't know what was going on. And after, it's like breaking a horse, at least for me anyway. After the first 10 hours, she just laid down and she sort of dealt with it. And then she's been great in the car ever since.
Oh, she's a wonderful car dog. I'm shocked at how well she's done. And we're going to do some reviews, not only on some hotels that we've been pleasantly surprised with their welcomeness to the dogs. Some hotels that we didn't like because they were snotty. One hotel that, boy, you just did not think gave us enough attention. Did you?
What?
They weren't responsive to our needs. You don't remember sitting in a hallway?
Countdown.
I think we told that story last week about you locking yourself out of your hotel room. And it was a whole thing. We had adjoining hotel rooms, which was a great idea.
In theory,
but he locked his deadbolt, and then the door to our adjoining rooms
shut behind me.
Apparently a hurricane.
Anywho, so we took the dog out for a walk, and we came back, and her key did not work. It had demagnetized. Is that what happened, I think? Or did you not bring a key?
I didn't bring a key because you go, that's why I got us adjoining rooms, so you don't have to bring your key. I'll just bring my key and we'll go in through my room.
All right. But please rejigger that in your head to sound much less snotty.
Did it sound a little snotty?
Well, because I don't remember going, and then that's what happened. I didn't do that. No, but anyway, so
you didn't do that going out. Tell them about you sitting on the floor.
Well, so coming back, Rene'nay didn't have a key, and my key wouldn't work. So it kept flashing a yellow light as opposed to a green light.
Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. And he went down to I'm going to speed this up because this could be one of these kind of things. He went down to the front desk twice. She redid his key, and he was about to lose his mind. So I said, hey, why don't you let the charmer go downstairs? You just sit down and don't worry your pretty little head. Isn't that the way you saw it?
Let Rene'nay continue with her fantasy.
So I go downstairs to the lady who was, let me just say, a bitch.
Yeah, we're not nice.
Not nice. She didn't care. And I go, look, you hear that phone ringing? That's the guy upstairs in room 50 whatever. And I go, his key doesn't work again. We need somebody to come up and let us in. And she goes, I'll send somebody up. So I go back up the stairs and I go there sending somebody. And you said, oh, these people are non-responsive. They are not going to get a good review from.
It's funny because I did threaten to give them a very bad Yelp review, but I actually don't know how to get on. I don't, and I don't get on Google, so I don't Google review either because I don't like Google, and I don't know how to do Yelp. And
But he sounded very firm.
I sounded.
You were not happy, and for good reason, because she was, when somebody's locked out of their hotel room with a 90-pound dog and a laughing female, because
Laughing,
I was chuckling,
bordering on cackling.
because
Cackling.
every time something happens, he's hysterical. He's just funny. And I know I do always try to make the situation better, don't I?
In what world?
In my world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said, sit down, I'll go take care of it at the front.
No, in this case, well, so I have certain rules. Like if you go down and they rekey your key, and then you go up, it doesn't work, and you go down and they rekey it and it doesn't work, I'm not going to keep doing it. Like after once or twice, it's like there's something else going on here. I'm not going to keep running downstairs. Someone has to come up and diagnose the problem. So Rene'nay was nice enough to go downstairs and explain that to the desk person who was less than friendly. And they did eventually send up a maintenance individual.
Yeah. At which point the maintenance guy goes, oh, wow. I've never seen the lights do this except when the deadbolt was locked. At which point Flip started to change the review that he was going to give them.
That I was doing in my head. I was a review in my head.
But I heard him going, erase, erase, erase. Maybe it might be operator error.
Well, when he said
deadbolt,
I've never seen this happen before, except for when the deadbolt has been engaged. I felt part of my lower digestive system begin to pucker just a tad.
And you know what was amazing? The front desk lady heard it.
It was
it was
audible.
that stirring.
It was
yeah.
Fun. And so I had a whoopsie daisy moment and had to explain to him that I had gone from my room into Renee's room and that the adjoining door shut behind me. Stupidly.
Because of the wind.
She didn't bring a key. My key didn't work, so he actually had to drill. He had to drill the door to unbolt the deadbolt.
But the moral to this story, as far as I'm concerned, is these are the kind of things that people on the road together, this can make them start going like this at each other. And instead,
we laughed our asses off.
We laughed and we've made fun of you. And
one mistake, right? And you're labeled. I've stayed in hotel rooms for 40 years of my life. And that's the first deadbolt issue I've ever had. One.
Okay. Well, see, I want to check. You keep talking to the crowd. That means Daddy-O.
Daddy-O.
And I want to see. Oh, wait a second. I have some exciting news. Jeremiah's on. Bob is Salvador. Both Lakeland guys are on. My granddaughter, Shy.
Oh, hello, Shy.
Is watching. And somebody else was watching earlier. Surely to God. Here. Oh, Rebecca, which is Becky. Oh, Debbie Romeo is watching. That is so sweet of you. Mark Allen is watching. Hey, it's a magic trick.
It feels a bit like Romper Room. That's a reference for older folk. I used it.
Okay.
I mean, are you telling me
I
that
was going to do a Mark Allen magic joke, but you
Yeah.
wanted to throw in romper
Go ahead.
room.
Mark Allen, by the way, is a marvelous, wonderful comedic magician that has been dear friends with Rene'nay for 1 billion years. And
That's another old reference. You're going to get it
no,
eventually.
that y'all have known each other for a good long while,
We have.
and you're good friends, and
And actually, we're going to travel next week, and we hope to meet up with them because Mark's wife, Lorraine, who I love, she's a lovely human, and she tolerates a lot of crap from him because he's a real pain in the, just like somebody else we know.
you know,
And she wants to go see some waterfalls, and we are going to be up in the North Carolina area close to where they are, where it's beautiful.
I know what Mark was saying. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
And who sings that?
A girl band.
So anyway,
Like,
Mark has
what is it
gone.
like?
I'm not going to rent your waterfalls and Flip. I
What
said to
is
Flip,
that like Three's Company or something like that?
no, I look it up. You have to look it up. My phone's tied up.
You don't know who does it?
No, I don't know.
Don't go chasing water.
I know how it sounds. I know that. I don't know who does it.
I heard Mark singing it in my head. We have a connection.
Yeah, you
Right.
guys. No, you two are not connected because you threw him under the bus. Because while he's going, I'm not going to any stupid waterfall. I told Lorraine, Flip's going. Flip said he'd. Flip said he would go.
Do you know that we completely got off the subject? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Is that one word or two?
Waterfalls?
Yeah.
Waterfalls is one word.
Not the way I typed it. TLC. It's like Three's Company. Similar.
TLC, Three's Company, whatever.
So close.
Where's Mark Majori? TLC. Look at Daddy-O knew it.
Wait, oh man, you got it a minute before I did. So anyway,
so he wins the prize.
He does. I'm not sure what it is.
He gets the koozie. Oh, no, I guess not. We left it in that hotel room in Florida that we're locked out of, so I guess he won't get a
The koozie?
Yeah.
I
know. It was a joke.
A joke. So dogs. Speaking of road comic adventure dog.
Did I leave her outside?
No. So here's the deal with dogs. Not all hotels are dog friendly.
What are you barking at?
Different, and you can usually now find them on the app, which I don't love using apps and I don't love technology. But in this case, I have to say, especially when you're traveling and you don't get to your final destination, but you're stopping, like let's say
intermittently.
You've got 1,000 miles to travel, and instead you go like 400 miles and you stop. You get another 400 miles, and then you sleep at night, whatever. So,
when Mark and Lorraine are traveling with their dog too, I think this is starting to be more of a thing, where when people travel, they don't want to leave their dog in a kennel. You don't have friends like you used to when I was a kid growing up, where you could leave your dog with your neighbors and trust them. You can't trust people with your animals like that anymore.
What I've discovered was some Marriott properties are dog friendly.
Don't give the review during
No,
this.
I'm just, and others are not. And it's not like the Fairfield Inns are, but the Residence Inn aren't. It's not that. It's like you can go like, this Residence Inn is, that one isn't. This Fairfield is, that one isn't. And kind of
about the time you think you know who's going to be dog friendly, that's when you find out, no, they're not.
Right.
Or there's stipulations. You can't have a dog over 25 pounds.
Or the big one, you can't have a dog over 75 pounds. So we had to have our dog suck it in when she walked through the lobby. We used a girdle. It was really hard. It was really hard putting our dog into some Spanx.
And one of the things that we learned about Storm early on is the one thing that she is really horrible at, and she's a rescue dog. We don't know what her story is, but most time when you rescue an animal, they don't have a great story to tell, and they've been through a lot, so they don't need you to be stupid and put them through a lot. She
Well,
was.
it's like divorce. No, so like it's like the rescue story. It's almost never a good story, right? Like it's like divorce. Nobody ever goes, my wife loves me and she lets me know every day. And when I wake up in the morning, she's standing at the bedside with coffee and she loves to cook and we go out and she laughs at my jokes. I can't wait to divorce her. It's never that, right? It's always like she's cheating on me and she's a liar. I can't wait to divorce her. So, but my point is, no, like nobody goes, my dog's amazing. I've had my dog since she was a puppy. I love her dearly. She's a great family companion. I can't wait to send her to the pound. That doesn't happen.
So back to where I was.
I'm just saying, normally when someone ends up in that situation, bad stuff happened prior to it, which led to them.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. You're about ready to be the cautionary tale of something bad really happening to them before they go to the pound.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying neutering is coming to mind.
Dude, I wouldn't miss it.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Sorry, Shy.
So anyway, back to where I was in my little story.
Chayawu asks if we're drunk.
Oh, that's Marla Joe.
Oh.
No, I don't know why. They call that mirroring in psychology. When somebody accuses you of stuff they do, she accused us of being high the last time.
It's also called projection.
Really?
I just wanted to throw, yeah. It is.
No, that's very interesting.
It's projection. You're projecting upon someone.
That's why they also call it mirroring, which isn't as easy to say as projecting. But it's like you're looking in a mirror and seeing yourself. So, no, Marla Joe, we are not drunk or high. I don't need to be because I live with a crazy person.
So.
Oh, wait a second. Did you just roll your eyes?
Can't, Dan.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I have photo evidence. You go near that. You know what? You know where we almost are in our place tonight.
Huh. Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
It's the wheel of excuses.
So we don't know our dog's story.
Oh, back to the dog story. Oh, how wonderful. She walks horribly on a leash.
She's horrible.
So we had these great people that we met in Ocala that said, get a gentle leader.
Let me explain what I mean, what we mean. She makes almost no eye contact. She doesn't connect with whoever's walking her. She pulls really bad. But then additionally, if she sees anything, cat, another dog, a squirrel, any
motorcycle,
motorcycles, mopeds, bicycles, she will lunge at them. And she's 90 pounds, so she'll jerk your arm out of the socket.
He has been kind enough, and I told him, let me try to walk her because she's hurt his back really bad a couple of times. And I said, well, I'll walk her. And he's really afraid she'll hurt me. So these really nice people who had prior dog training experience said, try the gentle leader. And I filmed the demo of us using it the very first day. And we're going to be putting that on the air this week, because if you have a dog that it isn't doing well on a leash, the gentle leader makes a huge improvement.
It, by the way, is right there if you want to show it. I don't know if you do or not. And I don't know if you knew it was there or not.
I knew it was there.
Okay.
The leash should be beside it, but it's okay. Because we also are not stupid. This scared me to death when I saw it, because this doesn't look like it's going to hold or control
No, it
a
doesn't.
90-pound dog.
We got it here. You got it.
Oh,
So what this part does is it goes around the muzzle of the dog, the snout. It goes, and so they can still open up their mouth. It's not a muzzle. It goes around the snoot so that they can like sniff
right, yeah.
and bite.
They can
like,
chew, eat, drink water.
yeah. But what happens is, and then it attaches around the top of their head, behind their ears. So when they go ahead and they pull, as opposed to the collar, which like yanks on their throat, this will kind of turn their head around, so it sort of breaks their concentration.
Right. If you're familiar with working with dogs that go into the red zone where they can't focus on anything but the prey, their high prey drive, this pulls them out of that red zone. But you can see we're going to post a video this week. We're actually going to start posting stuff that means something, as opposed to watching you flail around in a box at Costco. I'm just saying. Don't you even roll your eyes at me, because I have video evidence. You even go, "You're not filming this, are you?"
That was mean. But so like anytime you try to control a dog, I mean, someone can look and go, "That's inhumane" or whatever. And I don't think it is. I mean, it's not a choke collar. It's not a shock collar.
Actually, I've raised dogs all my life. My kids have had dogs. My grandchildren have had dogs. And we've had a lot of dogs. And I will tell you, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
She getting it on her the first time was a bit of a trick, just sort of figuring it out. And then she got more used to it. And then Rene'nay actually got really good at it. And so she normally gets the gentle leader on the dog, and then I'll on the dog like it's some foreign animal on Storm, and then I will go ahead and walk her. But she tries to pull, but every time she does, when her head kind of moves backwards, she realizes it's not going to work, and she's like from the first time out.
Yeah, it made a huge difference.
It was a huge difference. And so
because let me tell you, 18 days of her pulling you around was really starting to wear on your physically.
If she sees a squirrel or a bunny before I do, and she darts one direction, it feels like whiplash. I mean, it literally feels like a car accident.
Well, one night she got around behind him, and before he could turn around, she spotted that rabbit.
Yeah.
And she was off. I thought we were in trouble.
It was horrible. So anyway, gentle leader.
So we're going to review some hotels. We're going to review the gentle leader. We're going to talk about God only knows what, but some of it will be better things than others. One of the things that we found interesting is, I think anybody that watches on a regular basis knows that Flip's an amazing chef. Contrary to one cracker comment that seemed to set him off, he knows he's a great cook. And most of the hotels where we stay have a breakfast that we get, and it's a nice, really nice breakfast. Suits any diet need or whatever, but it lacks
flavor.
Yeah,
to some degree. So let's back up for a second. When I don't know how you felt. I used to gauge my career on a few things, which included whether or not the venue put me up at a hotel, then how safe or dangerous the hotel was, and then whether or not the hotel had like color TV, and then whether or not it had internet. And so like I kept bumping up. And it got to the point where a lot of venues were putting me up in really, really, really nice hotels, they were prestigious. And then I realized quickly that, they were charging $50 to $100 a night for parking. They were charging $15 to $20 a bottle for water. The breakfast that they had, you had to go into the restaurant, and it was like a $25, $30 breakfast. If you got room service, they put on 30 different charges besides that of the meal. So if you get like eggs and toast, that'd be $12. And then with the additional charges, it was like $45. And then they'd still say, would you like to tip the server who brought it to your room? And so it got to the point where I realized, who am I impressing? Like a comfortable, nice bed is a comfortable, nice bed. And a big enough to see TV is a big enough to see TV. And I'd rather go to hotels that have free parking and free continental breakfasts and that are a little bit less prestigious, but wildly comfortable and much more affordable. And so a lot of the hotels that we're staying at have these complimentary continental breakfasts. And in many cases, they're very good, from like omelets, hash browns, bacon, sausage, waffles. I mean, but again, fairly bland. What? Too much information?
So one of the things is Flip found a little spice container. It's actually for camping. And it has a few really good spices, but you would like to come up with some of your own. But anyway, I also filmed some of him using that on the road and making us really good eggs. Actually, it was really good because he did spice it up. And you know how you know when a product's good? When there's a bunch of guys, and what do you think those guys were that were sitting next to us? Probably late 20s, early 30s.
I would have thought like mid-30s.
Okay. And they were like looking. So I go, hey, because I like to talk to other people while we're eating breakfast.
More than she likes talking to me.
No, that's not true. But I said, hey, have you guys ever seen anything like this? Do you like cooking? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy was, do you mind if I see it? And I went, no. And I handed it to him, and he's showing it to his friends. And we're like, hey, this might be something really good. So anyway, I've got a video of him using that and some of the ideas we've got.
You know, the thing of it is, when you travel, there's only so many things you can bring with you, and obviously more if you're in the car versus if you're flying.
Well, I don't know. There's never any room for my shit stuff, according to you. So much for the Fiji rated.
You know, the Rene'nay has turned out to be quite the blurter, and then also now quite the fibber.
Did you not tell me one time we didn't have room for my stuff?
And then I clarified it, and the clarification seems to have gone by the wayside.
You said I was not a rocket scientist. That's what you said.
Okay, so since this is the unedited version, I had rented a car, and I got a call from the rental company saying that they didn't have the size. You take that hand down. We're gonna bring. You want me to pull this podcast over? I will pull this podcast over.
Right. You know what? I'm walking down the street. I'll be back in a minute. Guess what I'm coming back with?
Coffee?
I got coffee right here.
Oh, what?
What would I go pick up at the store that would send you reeling? Nabisco.
Oh, don't even. We don't have a sponsor, but if we did have a sponsor. So,
wonder why people think we're stoned or drunk.
I don't know.
Wonder if they think this when we're out and about. I think there are 3 people at Costco that think we're pretty screwed up on something.
I thought it would be a funny picture. Oh my God. I thought it'd be a funny picture.
It would have been a funny picture.
Had someone taken it. So, so I got a call from the rental car company saying
now you don't have to explain it.
Well, they were out of cars, saying they were out of, and they had a car for us, but it was like substantially smaller than the one I had rented, and so we were sort of tighter on space. And so Rene'nay has, like, she wanted to bring back to Orlando, like this. This like
Oops.
this like 6 foot by 6 foot.
Oh, it is not 6 foot. It's like it's a storage bin,
It's like this Rubbermaid.
Tupperware
It's like a
thing.
like the pods. It's like a pod. It's like a pod. But like, so if you had nothing else in the car, maybe you could shoehorn it in. And so I said, we don't have room for the pod.
That's not what you said.
I mostly. And and I said, but well, sure, of course we have room for all the stuff you want to bring anything you want.
And here's what he didn't realize, because I buck up pretty good, don't I? Most of the time.
Most of the time.
But he didn't realize, here it is, we're getting ready to make our first road trip. I'm already a little on edge.
Okay, in my defense, I forgot that Rene'nay had not been on the road since 2019. And so that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've been on a diet. I don't know if I even have any pants that are going to stay up, because nothing seems to fit that I'm wearing. I'm not happy about that. I just want to, at some point, swap clothes out in Orlando. That seemed to be the most important thing on my mind. And I was trying not to clutter up your house with all my clothes and issues and everything.
We couldn't fit the pod in. And about her pants, I just thought she was trying to do her impression of some of the criminals on patrol live that are getting caught by the police officers.
Yeah, nobody has pants that stay up, do they? But when I'm, the fat, never mind. I've lost a lot of weight though, and
you've
nothing
done great.
fits. Nothing fits.
You've done great.
So, I'm like, and he goes, here's what he said. It was early morning. He's not a morning person. I give you that. I was already all up in my feelings and being sensitive about this road trip. And he says, we don't have room for your stuff.
I meant the pod.
What he meant to say was, we don't have room for it in that big thing, but any of the clothes you want to take, we will put it in smaller bags so that it will fit in there. But that's not what he said. He said, we don't have room for your stuff.
Meaning she took it like, we're going to go on a 5,700-mile trip, and what you got on your back is what you get to bring with you, and nothing more, nothing less, which, if anybody knows anything about me.
I know. He's not that way. He really isn't. It just hit me wrong that morning. And I went, just keep moving. Go through your stuff, pare it down, see what you can't figure out. So in a fit, I took my bathing suit out of there and left it in.
Passive aggressive much? So literally.
And then as I did that and I made myself feel better, and I go, well, ha, this will show him I'm not taking my bathing suit. Now, when we finally get to Florida and there's a pool, and he goes, why don't you, I know how bad you wanted to go lay out at the pool. Why don't you go lay out in the pool? I go, I can't, because we didn't have room for my stuff. I was all prepared for the big showdown over my stuff. But I'm out back and we're having our coffee, and he says something about just put it in 2 or 3 separate bags, and then we can squish it in around the other stuff. It's not like you need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. I started to understand the divorces at that point.
No, what I meant
let me tell you something. I was ready to testify for 4 out of the 5.
What I meant was, you don't have to be a load master for the Air Force. Better? By the way, load master, I believe, is a real job. I think that's a real job. I didn't make that up. I think that's what it's called. I'm not looking it up, because the last time I used a word where I thought I knew what it was, I looked it up. I was wrong. and it was horrible. So I'm not doing that again.
Well, I'm not going to define Loadmaster for you. Let me just tell you, walking away. So anyway, it was total misunderstandings. But the thing I want
Wait, Daddy-o, Loadmaster, it is a real thing. What that person does, because it's not that it's tricky, but there's a science to the way you load equipment and baggage and whatnot on an airplane, so that it's balanced, so that the flight is safe.
Now, you forget that I have two friends, Christopher Jackson, and we're going to tag them in this podcast. I started to say dumpster fire, but Christopher Jackson and Jimmy Leonard, they're both pilots. We fly in smaller planes. So I know about loading stuff up and getting the right balance. That's what I'm saying.
That's why that would have been a better thing for me. Not rocket science. It doesn't require a Loadmaster for the Air Force. That's what that would have been way better.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. When a woman's feelings are hurt, men, Daddy-o, when you've already got her all in her feelings, it's too late. And Loadmaster or not isn't going to help. And I could feel my little lips start to quiver. And I got up and I came in the house for a while.
I thought she was fixing to break into song. You know, when your lips quiver just before. Thought she was going to do a Bee Gees tune. I didn't know.
But, you know, most people would have been fighting before they ever got out of the door.
Staying alive.
We were laughing and having a good time. It never affected us.
No.
We actually did not have one fight on the road.
Well, we didn't have a serious fight on the road.
Are you going to talk about the cheesy cracker again? It's come up a few times this week. I'm just saying. I'm going to look at my phone. See, I can't see it that far away. My phone is the one. Oh, my daughter's watching on that. Oh, my Aunt Jean's on.
Hey, Jean.
Now you can see what a horrible person he is. I told him my buddy Adam Schmidt. Adam has just switched jobs. He used to work at an assisted living facility as a chef, and they treated him poorly and treated the residents poorly with their food. He left there and went to a winery. And now does the meal
seniors?
Chefs. No. Look at Flip. Sign us up.
No. A winery for...
No, just a winery. He's a chef, and he's a brilliant chef.
Well, Adam and I were Cub Scouts together.
Yeah, for that one meeting you went to. But anyway, I'm so glad to see all you on, and I really appreciate you. I'm just sorry I have to look at the phone like...
Well, yeah, we're going to have to bring that closer here the next time around, maybe.
Well, what are you going to put it right here?
I don't know.
If you think I was the center of attention before, having it right there is kind of a lot.
So we got a road trip coming up.
Whee!
The Wheel of Travel.
Wheel of Travel. This one is an exciting one for me.
Do tell.
You know that. Well, you know, I'm the one that has a relationship with the people at these theaters because I'm the one emailing them and calling them and talking to them. And I believe I told you the very first time I talked to this guy, I go, I love this guy.
Can I stop here for a second?
Yeah. Where am I?
No, I just burped up lunch. It was just as good the second time.
I told you you're a great cook.
No, I mean really. I'm not. I've had that happen before where I told you, and it just happened. It's like,
And that's why you interrupted my story.
Well, because it just happened. It happened just now, and what's nice is I now realize I won't need dinner. Like I'm good. Okay, go ahead.
Because remember you did that last week.
I know, but it's hey. So you know.
No, you're not going to hijack it.
Okay.
So I was talking to this guy, and his name was Tim, and he's in Monroe, North Carolina. Beautiful area of the country, beautiful theater. Look it up. It's called the Dowd,
Dowd Center Theater.
DOWD, in Monroe, North Carolina. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're very excited to be working there. Also, you did a great phone interview today.
I did. Well, I mean, I don't know if it was great, but I certainly had a
It
nice
was
time.
great.
And the DJ that I spoke with could not have been nicer. And
It was on WDZD in Monroe,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. And the great thing about it is they do a lot of beach music, and he has no clue what beach music is. And the guy goes, "Oh, there's a lot of shag dancing and stuff up here." And I saw Flip go,
No, I don't know what that is.
"Yeah, we're going to have to look at some videos. It's a lot of fun dancing."
I thought when he said beach music, he meant like Beach Boys and things like that. But no.
Not so much. No. It's I like to shag dance.
If you're in England,
Different dancing.
different, yeah, because that if you
I have enjoyed a little of that kind of
if you
dancing.
shag dance, generally speaking, people are not well dressed. Well, they shag dance.
Are you done now?
They're minimalists.
My aunt and my grandchild.
I watched enough movies from the UK where I know what shag means, and I've never heard it called shag dancing.
No, they call it shagging.
Yes.
I know. I mean, up at the beach. Anyway, we're going to go see some of it. But the best part of going to the Dowd and seeing Tim is Tim's originally from Orlando, right from the area where I live. So, and he's one of those great guys. You know, some of these theater people can be a little different to deal with, but we have met some of the best in the business.
The ones that we've met have been amazing.
Aubrey. Oh my gosh, Aubrey and Martinsburg.
Apollo Civic Theater.
Apollo Civic Theater, beautiful people. Michael, who's the president of the board,
Right.
He came in, stayed for the whole show. He was a doll. He sat with me. I really enjoyed talking to him. Then another crazy Tim.
Tim Mullen, no S.
Tim Mullen at the Historic Ritz Theater
in Toccoa, Georgia.
Toccoa, Georgia. Beautiful area, wonderful people.
By the way, not that anybody cares, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We are planning a couple extra days on our way to North Carolina. And one of the things we hope to do is to get back to Toccoa, Georgia for about a day, half a day, to, what?
I thought you were going to blurt something.
Ixnay on the blurte. No. We're going to try to get back to Toccoa, Georgia to interview Tim and to just look around and do some video recording of the beautiful historic theater.
Because that theater is loaded with history. James Brown
is one of the many historic things about that theater.
Right, but he was the janitor there.
He started out as the janitor, and I think that's one of the first, maybe the first theater he performed at before his historic career, his iconic career.
Amazing. All kinds of things and all kinds of beautiful paintings from hundreds of years ago. In that
not hundreds.
A couple hundred.
Okay. All right.
I think.
I don't know. I saw artwork from the mid-30s.
That one, a couple hundred years ago, was it?
Well, base what? Base 10?
All right. You can't take it. You're not taking your step.
I can't believe that Rene'nay thought I was going to be a blurte.
Yeah.
No.
I did. You see me look?
I did. I could feel it. We're hoping to make other stops along the way, either on our way to North Carolina or on our way home. Nothing's set in stone, so I'm not talking about. It's not supposed to be a tease. I'm not trying to stay tuned. It's just that nothing's written, like nothing's in writing yet. So we'll see.
Okay, you don't want to make it like that. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, because I mean, just so all of you know, Rene'nay may do teases from time to time to let you know what's upcoming. I'm not a I'm not a tease person. I don't do teases. Stay tuned for Rene'nay.
I have been wanting to do something for a couple of months now, correct?
At least.
And finally decided we're going to do it on this trip. So I made a few phone calls and they actually returned the calls. And I hope to have some surprise. They're not going to be guests or anything, but we're going to get some pictures and some video with some people I think a few of you will really be interested in. And it'll be a lot of fun.
I will say, if it works out, I'm very excited. I know what it is that she's trying to put together, and it's something that's actually to meet some very, very, very nice people.
Really good people.
So we'll see.
And don't forget Mark and Lorraine, because guess what they have in Toccoa, Georgia that Lorraine would like to see?
Don't go chasing
Waterfalls. And I think I just spit on you.
a little bit. It's a bit moist in the den. Time for another weather report. Is it weird that all of my British friends, and I have one, by the way, thinks that I do a horrible British accent? I think it's spot on. To you, Rene'nay.
You know what I think's horrible? Is he did a weather report with a jacket and no shirt sitting right in this very spot. And people got pissed off because it was inaccurate, because they thought he was a real weatherman.
So when most of our videos are just us being ourselves, but every once in a while we'll do sort of a pre-planned video that we just think is campy and silly and fun. But I mean, most of them is just like me jumping in the box at Costco. Circling back around to that, I just was really bothered that Costco put out their Christmas items in August. And so I thought it'd be funny to sort of mock that by putting myself for sale.
And thank you so much for letting me know.
Yes. So, but every once in a while we'll do like sort of a pre-planned one. So we did a weather report from the kitchen. We did a hurricane report from the backyard. And the way we do it is Rene'nay's the reporter out in the field, and then I'm sort of the in-studio anchor.
If you want to go see him, go to our YouTube channel, which is, you know, Daddy-O can tell you. It's
Road
YouTube,
Comics Adventures.
at Road Comic Adventures. You can see him there because we film them. This stuff is funny. We are enjoying our life now. And that's what we want to do with stupid videos. And we thought they were stupid enough that nobody would know or think that they were real.
The first time I was in the studio, I put on a jacket and a shirt, but it was a t-shirt. And so people got mad because they thought I was doing a real weather report. And by the way, they thought it was inaccurate when it wasn't, because it really was raining in our kitchen because I was spraying Rene'nay in the face and below the chin with the sprayer. Anyway, so the next time, the hurricane report, I took my shirt off and I just had the jacket, and you could clearly see that I had no shirt on. And people still thought, they actually clicked out of the video early because they're like, we don't want to watch this hurricane report. We'll watch the Weather Channel. So the next video we do, I'm going to have to come up with a different outfit so people can immediately look and see that it's probably like a parody and not real.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, he wasn't wearing a shirt. I had a garbage bag on my head.
No, that's not true.
No, I had a grocery bag.
Grocery bag on your head. You had a garbage bag on your body.
Yeah, I was wearing the garbage.
Let's get it right. Be precise, Rene'nay.
Well, we're on a budget with our production company.
We do have a very limited wardrobe budget.
But, you know, as far as, you know, people giving us a hard time, you know, we get asked all the time. First of all, our kids think there's something wrong with us, yours and mine, because they just are like, you guys are too old for this, basically. They've never come right out and said that, but
Oh, no, they've basically said that.
yeah, they're,
When one kid goes, "You're too old to be doing your own stunts," and the other kid says, "Trust me, you're no longer in your 40s," I think they've made their point pretty clear.
yeah. And the daughter, the middle daughter who's on here,
Yes.
who,
Hello.
who she's the middle child, but she identifies as being the oldest child. Who knows what's going on in her head?
It's funny because I identified as being an orphan.
Yeah,
Look in your wait, what? What?
no, I know, but here's what I wanted to say is we get it. It's not our first rodeo. But I think you and I both became acutely aware that either we were going to do this or we were going to give it up.
Well, Rene'nay had planned to go on a goat farm, and so she had already given up.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I had retired 5 years earlier. I had talked to my son, who was my roommate, and we were looking at farms, and we were very close to purchasing what would have been my goat farm.
6 goats. 6 goats, 22 acres. 6 goat farm.
And
She would have had to have
here's what I think. Shut up. I'm going to do this serious stuff, whether you like it or not.
You would have had to teach the goats how to yell, Marco.
Are you done?
Not happily.
Okay. So it's funny when he came along, because we hadn't talked, as most of you know, in 35 years, because apparently doesn't know how to use a phone.
Marco.
And yeah, you can't get lost because I will track you down like a dog now. So we both at that age where we're ready to either do this or quit and go do something else. So we're living our dreams now. So our dreams happen to be apparently jumping into crap at Costco, traveling around the country, seeing what kind of trouble we can get in, and apparently not a whole lot of trouble because we can't even get in our hotel room without a guy with a drill. What?
Daddy-o yelled polo. Marco, polo. Come on. Keep it.
So we're just doing us. We're not using anything to get to this crazy.
No, actually, not that you care, but I've actually ratcheted way back. This is the...
Well, and what's funny is probably all the people on the cell phone who know me
right
are going, what? See, it's funny that my 50-year class reunion was this past weekend. We didn't go because we travel too much. I just wasn't.
Well, you know what? We could have been in Ohio had things worked differently.
We could have been,
but they didn't work differently. And so our schedule, it was somewhat not permitting.
Yeah. And if we're not working, we're going to be at home. That's
pretty much.
Yeah. So I didn't go to the 50-year reunion, but I did go to my 15-year reunion, at which point I was
15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was voted the most changed because most people didn't remember me ever speaking in high school. I was shy and quiet.
All right.
And now you get this. So I'm sorry I miss seeing everybody. But we had been out on the road a long time. I needed for us to be at home.
I met Tim Custis, delightful gentleman. I actually have met no one else, although I've either spoken to or certainly heard about many other people. Becky, the book bag babe, and then Gravy.
Oh yeah, Gravy Williams. I went to kindergarten with a guy named Gravy and a girl named Cookie. Gravy and Cookie.
No, they're food items. No, what I'm doing
Because
is
Flip is the normal name.
no, I'm editing all the horrible things. I just bad jokes are I'm editing. I'm being nice. This is the softer, kinder, gentler me for the moment.
Well, I'm laughing because we've tried so hard to make this GP. And
PG.
What did I say?
GP is a general practitioner.
Oh, PG, whatever. You knew what I meant. You knew I was talking about the whole thing, not your clothes. I wasn't going to make you travel for 5,700 miles with no clothes.
I want to make this ENT. What? So, anywho, we're sorry. It's not my 50-year reunion. I didn't miss it, but Rene'nay did, and I would have gone with her had we been able to.
Yeah. Oh, the class would have been really hopped up for this.
I will say that in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm proud to say I've missed every high school reunion since the first one. And I actually, over the years, when I do the Tempe Improv and some of the other clubs I've done, and
we almost got through a podcast with you advertising the improv for someone.
Well, no, and the other theaters like the Celebrity Theater, the Dodge Theater. I've been really fortunate that a lot of people that I knew in elementary school and high school have come to see my shows, and we've sat
surprised
and
you're still.
They're not the only ones. But just
didn't we see you at a Costco in a box? Do your box thing because that's funny.
Oh. So
see, if you think that I only laugh at him on the podcast, you're wrong. This is Dave.
Oh, do you know Edie Williams?
Eddie.
I'm so sorry.
Redneck strippers. Oh, do you remember me telling you? You'll know who Eddie is as soon as I tell you this story. Pensacola.
I know Pensacola.
Coconuts Comedy Club.
Never worked there.
I got really trashed.
I know the story.
Well, there's a lot of those stories from Pensacola, right, Eddie? Remember I took a break and went to the bathroom and the manager came running in?
Yeah.
That's Eddie.
That's the manager?
He was the manager that came in going, what are you doing?
So
you can't take an intermission.
So Rene'nay was doing a club and she had a very, very long show because she was just funny and people loved to hear her talk.
Redneck stripper.
And she had done all of the time that she was supposed to and more. And the audience wouldn't let her leave the stage. They were like, moo, like big letter, moo. And she basically goes, fine, I wasn't even there. I'm telling your story, wasn't there. This is third hand at best, and chances are I'm getting it wrong. I don't even care. So the audience is like, moo. And she's like, I got to go to the bathroom. They're like, we'll wait. And so with that, she leaves the stage to use the restroom. And on the way in there, it turns out that Eddie freaked out because he thought that the entire audience was
ready. Eddie was next door because they had a nightclub next door, and he managed both of them. And all of a sudden, he looks over and says to the waitresses, "Where's everybody going?" And they said Rene'nay had to go to the bathroom. She took an intermission.
It was unscheduled.
It was an unscheduled, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. And I had been drinking.
Yeah, well, there's that. By the way, Eddie.
Half the women went with her. Eddie, all the women went with me. But Eddie, tell us right now how many people. And he goes, nobody's coming back, Rene'nay. I just want you to know, nobody's coming back. Everybody left without paying in the woman's bathroom. And I'm like, I'm going to pee with or without you.
Yeah. Sometimes going to the bathroom is like inevitable. It's not.
It was a first in 10 years.
Eddie, I'm sorry I never got the chance to work your club. I would have loved to have heard great things. All came back. There you go. All came back.
Everybody came back. He also, Eddie, did you have to take me to the radio station that morning where somebody had to get a key to my room because I had been drinking? These are
What?
it happens. It happened a lot more at Pensacola than it did anywhere else. But I was still in like this green and black lace dress, and I had to go do a radio show, and they go, "You don't have to go if you're going to be sick." And I go, "Oh, I'm going to be sick, but I'm not going to miss the radio."
Is that where you
show."
brought the garbage can with you?
I brought the little garbage can.
By the way, I know you haven't said this. It said, it was a blast. Love, Renee. I took you in the afternoon.
Oh, the afternoon radio shows. Oh, Eddie's the one that took me. Eddie's also the one. Now I get to tell some of my road stories are so much more fun than some of yours. You had a guy jerking off in front of you in a park. Please.
I had a guy getting jerked off like during the show at the club in DC in the showroom at a four-top where they were with a different couple they didn't come with, so to speak.
I was going to say. So here's the story with Eddie. I remember that radio show in the afternoon. So on a Friday night, we came into Pensacola on Thursday. So you did a show on Thursday, and I had all the jailers. You know, the guys who run the jail were.
Yes, I'm. Just because I've never been to jail doesn't mean I don't know what a jailer is.
Okay, I just wanted to.
And for those of you who may not know, okay, go ahead, Rene'nay.
So they would buy me shots of tequila before I ever hit the stage. What's he saying?
DJs were terrible. No idea how to set you up.
Right. Yeah. So by the time I hit the stage, there were 10 shots of tequila ready to go.
Right.
So, you know, if you drink a shot of tequila and you throw the shot glass over your shoulder and it breaks on the brick wall, apparently management becomes concerned. Eddie thought I might cut my feet or some kind of crap like that, like I would have cared. Because
Renee typically, and again, this is all hearsay, I hear her say it, which is she would usually take her shoes off on stage during her show, and she would do the show barefoot. So if there's broken glass on the stage, she actually very well could cut her foot.
Well, because I wore high heels. Those hurt your feet after a while. And I was drinking. You don't want to stand on stilts, you know. I was drinking. So anyway, after those 10 shots and probably a couple more, Eddie goes, "No more glass for you. We're going to use the plastic shot glasses." Well, so he tells me this on the way to the radio station. Am I telling the truth?
This is a big yup. With all kinds of shot glasses and happy throw up emojis.
Because I go on the radio and I go, "Guess what they're doing to me at Coconut's Comedy Club tonight? I can't have any glassware because Eddie decided that it's too dangerous, and I broke all the shot glasses last night, and now they got to buy more." So people showed up at the door with 4 packs of glasses, all different kinds of glasses and glassware. They showed up at the door and they go, "Here, give Renee her shot in these so she could throw them over her shoulder and break." And why I was ever allowed to come back, I don't know. Eddie, I would like to apologize for being such a pain in the behind. But there's a special place in my heart for you because some of my best stories come out of Pensacola. The going to the bathroom in the middle of, well, it wasn't even the middle of the show. It was much later.
That's funny.
But was a blast.
I'll finish my story.
No. I know how your story finishes
with a happy ending.
Like
yeah, no, happy ending.
Well,
there was it in like three or four rows back from the stage. There was a couple. They were at a 4-top, and the woman reached over.
High top?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
The woman reached over to her date or husband not sure which. And she,
Well, if she's doing that, it's probably her date, because after you get married, you don't do that anymore.
she physically managed to release him from any
Stress.
restrictive clothing, and proceeded to do what would be an impression of a Boy Scout that was looking to start a fire with sticks. And I was doing a set, and then I saw.
But yet you can't do a clean shot.
Yeah, you use the F word. It's like, well, they actually did the F word, basically. So when she was done, like I saw fireworks, like in the middle of the room, and no, they actually asked the wait staff to bring another linen napkin for cleanup on aisle 5.
Did they really?
Oh yeah. I don't think they saw all my show, but I can tell you they still had a really good time.
How many of your volunteers on stage saw it? Well, probably none. If you had done the induction and gotten them to sleep.
Yeah.
But
yeah, which part's crazy? This is from Eddie again. The couple in DC, or something about Rene'nay. I assume, well, both really.
Wait a second. I want to read the nice stuff he said. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you were the best. Fun. Always had an adventure and gold hearted. Yeah.
That's like a heart of gold.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, Eddie. I think it's my only manual pleasure story in the middle of my show. I think
really? That's all you got?
No, I think that's the only time where
Let me tell you what happened in Pensacola. So I was drinking.
What?
See, I get the FBI story out of Pensacola too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was back in the Reagan days. And one night there were a bunch of guys sitting in the front row, which always kind of excited me.
I'm just hiding that so we can. Yeah.
So one of them had a phone, and it went off, which you didn't want to.
So did the guy.
So he grabbed the phone, and then I said, "Can I have that?" And he handed it to me, and I called my kids back in Orlando from Pensacola and put them on speakerphone and in the microphone, and it was all very funny, ha ha ha. Until the following week, I'm at home and I get a call, and they go, "What is your name? What's your social security number? Blah 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 blah." I go, "Well, who might you be?" Because I was real tactful like that.
Sure.
And they go, "This is Officer so and so. I'm with the FBI. Did you use a phone in Pensacola, Florida, to call this number?" No.
It was almost like it only reacts like that when the deadbolt's on. It was like, oh.
And I go, wee! I'm a stand-up comedian. And his phone went off during my show. So I thought I was being funny. And come to find out, he was an FBI agent or Secret Service agent who did the
Advance.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shook up over the story you told.
I was told, by the way, the couple that was at the same table but not with them
didn't know.
Oh, absolutely knew, and they were really uncomfortable.
Do you think?
I wouldn't have been.
Well,
no, I'm just saying, if you're going to do something like that in public, I'm not going to pretend like I'm not watching, and I'm going to cheer you on, and I'm going to probably bring other people's attention to it, so we can
2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Who do we appreciate?
Yeah, I'm going to make it like a big club event. Anyway, So, did you get in trouble with the Secret Service?
No, but they suggested I not make phone calls with any government agent's phone anymore.
Probably good advice.
I wanted to say, because I immediately thought of Get Smart,
Right.
and I go, it's not like I took his shoe.
Oh, that would have gone over really big.
I thought
Yeah.
he would really think that was funny.
That'd have gone over big.
Good-hearted. Oh, you're really sweet, Eddie. You're good-hearted too. And you know what? I'm doing a couple of deals right now. Hopefully putting them together for our tour in January, February.
Okay.
On our way back, the Tennessee one.
Yeah. Yep.
If I believe you're in Knoxville now, and if you're in Knoxville, we would love to do a live podcast with you. He's got some really good stories about. Apparently, I'm not the only comic that got out of hand occasionally.
Oh, wow.
As a matter of fact, Eddie, I don't know if you remember Jimmy Pineapple. He lives right up the road from us. You live in Knoxville. Well, there you go.
Well, Eddie, if you're up for it, if we're in the Knoxville area, we'd love to do the podcast with you live. You have time to think about it, but then get back to us and let us know.
As many others have let us know. See, the fact that you watched it is a little scary, because now we know it's going to be harder to get you on.
Oh, he's in.
He's in. All right. How long have we done?
We're in an hour 20, almost 2. So we should probably wrap up.
Yeah, because I want to watch the second part of that movie that we started last.
Oh. So we watched a movie last night called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk, I believe.
I think that's what you said.
And Connie Nielsen, and Christopher Lloyd, who played Doc in.
Yeah, that was Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a great movie.
Really fun. So they made a sequel, which we'll see how that goes tonight as well. We may do movie reviews as well as like the Gentle Leader and other kind of reviews. What do you think?
That sounds amazingly fun.
Yeah, we may do that. Not that anybody cares, but we'll do it anyway. So,
like anybody cares about. Well, you know what? Look, we got Eddie. We got Daddy-O.
Daddy-O's gone.
We got
all your friends from Wilmington,
Ohio. And Jeremiah
and Florida, absolutely.
And the Florida Buds, Bob's on there. A lot of people. Marla Joe, beautiful singer.
Love Marla Joe.
She's crazy.
Well, she thinks we are too. Anyway, Dowd Center Theater.
October 16th.
Monroe, North Carolina.
And we have no idea what time showtime is. We
should know, but we don't know.
If you got there, it's 6:30, 6:45.
You should be fine, we think.
Yeah. But at some point we'll look that up. And I think we're going to have some people that know me there. Remember the people from North Carolina that I told you?
I know exactly what you mean. Country
Club brought their kids. Their kids were the coolest kids ever. And I think they're going to make it.
Don't make us say it, but we have all our social media. Please find us, like us, share us, subscribe us, pass us around.
Treat us like a bad date. Give us to your friends. Get us away from you as quick as possible.
Treat us like a bicycle. Give everyone a ride.
You guys are great. We appreciate you joining us, watching, and we do love doing this. And before we leave on vacation, or not vacation, I'm starting to think of them as vacation.
Yeah, no, it's a trip. It's a road trip.
Road trip.
I don't know if we may be on the road on next Tuesday, so we'll have to do it from either the car or a hotel.
We fit on it. We did it at the hotel.
Do it once, do it again. Eddie said, "Have a great night." Cheers to you, Eddie. I hope to meet you someday soon.
Oh, Eddie, you're some of the best stories in the world I got from Pensacola. You and all the other wild children.
All right, you ready to hit it?
I'm ready to hit it. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Always a pleasure. We never know when this is going to end, so it'll be a surprise to us as it is to you. Thanks for watching. Take care.